Hi Virgo, this is your February 2026 reading. My name is Carly and I'm Mystic of Venice. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to start by clearing the energy. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. All right, as always, I like to get right started, and I'm going to start by pulling a couple of oracle cards and see what themes are coming up for you this month. All right, for Virgo Spirit, what themes are coming up for Virgo in the month of February and beginning of March? Oh, Virgo, you got Virgo stepping into your power, your energy. I'd love to see that. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? Let's see. All right. So we have Virgo. Actually, I pulled this one a lot this month. It's been coming up for a lot of people, and it's about digesting. You have been receiving a lot of new information that you need to digest and think about to know, like, to gain some clarity on whatever this is you need to digest. It also shows like two hands and wheat, so like it does say that there's like abundance here, a lot of abundance. Maybe you have to digest like the gifts you're receiving, like, like the universe is proving to you that you can have abundance in your life at this time. And it's taking you a while to like accept these new improvements in your life. But they're there, and there may even be a partner. It suggests with the light and dark hand that like there's been an integration of shadow work and self-love here, integrating all the parts of ourself. A lot of moon energy here, so intuition. So you've got, like, I feel like you're gaining an inner knowing at this time, right? And we'll see how these cards come into play in your reading, but I like to get a little overview at the beginning. So we have here Imam Coeli. I'm probably not saying that right, but it's root. This is like becoming grounded and like being aware of your ancestral lineage, both who's come before you and after you. There is like a definite family tree here. It's also giving the Vitruvian Man, which talks about like how like the anatomy fits. It's like, a mathematical equation of I don't know if it's Pythagorean's rhythm, but definitely like you know life spiral. It also is like in showing the chakras here. Like if you're thinking of the Vitruvian Man, you can see, I don't know if you can see that. There's the chakras right here, all the way up to the head point, and so the crown chakra, and then like the divine above. So I feel like it talks about getting rooted to receive downloads from the universe. Like maybe you're digesting this new information, and so like you're gonna have to get rooted in order to like truly be able to receive this new information, or like new perspective. There's a lot going on with Aquarius, and like the energy is really changing, and like I don't know if our motivations are just changing, but our tolerance for motivations are changing, and like there's really kind of spirituality kind of coming out at this time. So I feel like this is speaking to that. And you may want to, with the root, you may want to like call on your ancestors if you haven't already, or if you have some pictures of them around the house, like freshen it up, put some flowers or something like that. And then you have the past, South Node. So it's giving me like the past is in the past. And also like letting what's in the past stay in the past and moving forward, right? Because you have a past of moving forward. Yeah, so it may even just be like acknowledging your family tree and also all this growth. It's like, you know, you may be like going through like a life stage and becoming like a new version of yourself. I know like we've been throwing that around a lot, but you know, it can happen so quickly. Like, you know, you change a few things about yourself, your life, your daily routine, and all of a sudden, you know, you're around new people, you're in new places, your life looks very different. So this is like, you know, and in this case, it can have to do with celebrating your roots and like receiving some clarity, receiving abundance. I feel like having trust that your ancestors and your guides like truly are, like you are like part of the universe and part of the divine, that you like um, trust that you're truly cared for in this life. To this collective, you know, I know this isn't true for everybody, but you know, if you are watching this, there's definitely some messages in here for you. So let's see how this all ties in with the tarot. And you know, we'll build a story here. We'll pull a few cards and then take a look and see what's happening. The first thing I want to do is ask what card most represents Virgo at this time. What card most represents Virgo at this time? What card most reflects Virgo's situation? So secretive. Oh. You got the Two of Pentacles upside down, and you know, this can talk about like having like too much to juggle, like either financially or materially, like you have too many responsibilities, something like this. And also the Two of Pentacles talks about being playful, so it kind of talks about like being no fun because you have too much to juggle at this time. And you know, that's like not really like, you know, obviously it's no fun, but it's not really a way that Virgo normally is. So you may be like trying to, let's see, what are these other cards? Free yourself here from feeling that way. Or you feel like it's blocking your success, like having all too much to juggle, but something's changing really fast. And there's been a lot of growth. Even though it's in the reverse, like it's, you know, it's a need to grow, but there's been a lot of growth. And, you know, when you put these all upright, they're very good cards. It's like you're on your way, but there's just like a little something maybe still blocking your energy here to like getting to where, like your goal, where it is you're trying to get to, right? But it's on the way. It's on the way. It's just like, you know, I feel like there's just some small changes that need to be made. And then so let's see what's crossing you. What is crossing Virgo at this time? What's that? Ah, the Ace of Wands. It's like the beginning of a new path. That might be what this past is talking about. You may be like stalling on moving towards your future, like hanging on to the past, because the Ace of Wands is the beginning of a new growth cycle. So it kind of seems like really the thing that's stopping you from getting to your like success here is just like really letting go in the past or taking this new road. And let's see, why is that? What is the reason that Virgo is stalling to start this new path? You know, I want to tell you too, Ace of Swords, any aces are always good, even though it came up in a challenge position, right? Like, that's not the worst challenge to have. It's like, your challenge is just like starting, but, you know, it does say you're starting, so let's see. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands in the challenge position. What's going on with this Ace of Wands here? Oh. Okay, yeah, so, more reversals here. So you got the Seven of Swords upside down. So, like, you may be worried of, you're not trusting of this situation. Um, you're not trusting of this situation. And you're, like, feeling still, like, the need to, like, defend yourself, but keep yourself private. You're weary of others. That's what I'm saying. And then you're still, like, kind of grieving. You're still grieving, have grief from past things. Like, it's not in the recent past, but in further back, maybe, but you're hanging on to some grief. It's, like, really hard to let go, and it's blocking your energy from starting your new path, right? And then you have the Page of Wands. It's also like a holding back of, like, emotions, because the Page of Cups is about the beginning of a new emotion. And it's like, I feel, yeah, you, like, don't feel ready to start this new thing. It kind of feels like here, I would say. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So what can Virgo do? What does Virgo need to do to, like, release this stuff and move on? Ah, got the Tower. So the Tower, either way, the Tower is falling. It's like, you maybe, when I see it upside down, I feel like it's like you're trying to, like, stop something from crumbling. Like, you're trying too hard to keep it standing when it's like, it's this, whatever this is an ending. So it's like, you don't want to stall it, because then it just takes longer, and they're never necessarily bad. The thing is that, it's unstable, because towers are built on unstable ground, and that's why they crumble under the slightest pressures. And so the point is to rebuild a more sturdy structure. So it's like, I feel like you're probably releasing some responsibilities, because, like, you have felt like you were spinning your plates a little bit, churning the hamster wheel or the treadmill. And its advice is to work less. Or, because, I feel like it's like work harder, not smarter. It's giving me Seven of Pentacles, where it's like, you want to, like, review the effort you're putting into things to make sure you're getting back, like, what you need to get back from it, like an equal, flow, an equal circulation of energy, so that, like, you're not feeling more drained, right? And so, like, it's about, yeah, kind of looking at the things in your life and what's working, because, I mean, like, you have the advantage here, but it's like you're having to, like, constantly, like, it's hard to, like, work and live this way. You're constantly having to, like, put out the fires, right? These are all wands stand for fire, so you're constantly having to put out fires, and it's just, like, honestly feeling a little draining. Like, it's giving me, like, you feel very drained, and so you're holding back this Tower. Let's see here. What blessings? Let's see. What is this Tower moment anyway? What's this Tower moment? I'm going to see what this Tower moment's all about here. Let's check it out. Oh. Tower moment, making plans for the future. Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying here. It's like you're stalling, like you're not wanting to let go of something in the past, or like something was. So you're, like, trying to fix it. What else? What else is this? Okay. Well, what else is... Oh, see, I was going to say, what else... What would happen if you let the tower fall and then you got the Make-A-Wish card? Wish fulfillment. So it's like almost like sometimes, you know, maybe this is a bittersweet ending. A lot of stuff going on in the world. You know, if this is a work thing, a lot of jobs are just changing because like they're not existing. They're, you know, they're a lot of people are being replaced with like AI and robots and, you know, mechanization or whatever. And I mean, this is just happening a lot. So if this is you, like if you let this tower fall, it's almost like a wish fulfillment. It's like it clears the energy and you feel like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders, so that you can try something new, like maybe something that you always wanted to do, like for a living. But it's like you had a good job, whatever, you know, you just stuck with it even though your heart wasn't really with it. You know, like there was a lot of snakes in the pit at work, and you know, it was leaving you drained and feeling grief here. You know, at the end of the day, you were feeling like this, but you were staying with it, even though, like, it was just, it wasn't showing signs of success. Like, you were just, like, you kept going, like, so fast, and it's like, you know, you're burnt out, you couldn't keep up. This is exactly what I'm getting. So, let's see. So, what blessings? Let's see. Let's move on to these blessings and this Make-A-Wish card. What blessings can Virgo expect this month after this tower moment? The end of a difficult cycle. This is the Five of Wands upside down. Like the end of, just like a lot of struggle and challenging times. A lot of, you know, energy exertion. So it's like the end of that. What other blessings does Virgo have coming in this month? Let's see here. You can tell me a little bit. Okay. Oh! Got the devil. I don't know why that's there. The end of toxic cycles. Transformation. The beginnings of a transformation with the death card. Yeah, the end of toxic cycles, because you got that on the Five of Wands. You know. You end up feeling like you're chained to your job. And total transformation with the death card. And then you get to leave behind. People are, you know, you're leaving behind people that are coming at you, but you also have like a lot of clarity. You're not going to take that anymore. You're coming out of this from like this grief card to like the Knight of Swords. You're like, no, it's just, that's just not, you know, you're removing yourself from a situation. You know, if it's not work related, it could just be like a friend group, you know, a difficult situation. Yeah, it does really feel work related. And then the Page of Swords. So these are both two clarity cards. You're like growing really quickly. And like this swords stand for ideas, perspective, intellect. So you're going from a page to a knight, and this is one of your blessings this month. Like you've just like learned so much, and you're not gonna let people come at you like this anymore, right? You're just cutting away the drama. You know, you've been doing this a long time. And like you're worthy of these successes, you know. You really, really are worthy of these successes. Let's see here. those blessings came in heavy. But it's the end of, the end of toxic cycles. A total transformation is called for. And it's going to feel very different afterwards. Things are going to start moving really quickly. Like if you felt like stuck, like this is, it's the pace is picking up quickly here. And don't forget, like, to actually make a wish. The Nine of Cups is on its way to being the Ten of Cups. And, he's got a lot of an emotional balance. And he's got his stuff together. His cups are clean. So it's emotional maturity. And, all right. So what about love? Because it is Valentine's Day, right? Let's see what's going on in love for Virgo this month. All right. Ooh. Why do they keep coming out in big chunks? All right. Okay, so I feel like in the past, like you've had to walk away from something before people got hurt, or like or you felt like that, some injustices have been done towards you in love in the past. You may have just like had some hard times that make you like harden. But now you're in your Empress stage, and this is a creation stage. It's like you didn't let these things take you down. And you're emotionally mature now, right? So you've learned a lot. So you're in your Empress era. This is a creation era. And the Empress has these 12 stars in her crown, and those stars represent the 12 zodiac signs. And it talks about getting like cosmic messages from the universe, like being in touch with the divine, right? And then she has the symbol of Venus here, which is the symbol of love and beauty and creation. And she's also the only person in the whole deck that is on has cushions on her chair. So she's like about, I want to say luxury, but with ease. Like she's like, knows that she's taken care of by the universe. Like the universe is taking care of her. She's also very intuitive with the little crystal ball on her staff here. And she knows that this is like the attract, don't chase card. And if, we were asking specifically about love, but if you're not in a love situation, this is about creating something, like new ideas, inspiration, like creation. So like being very creative at this time and intuitive. So trust that. She's also very abundant with like all this wheat all around her, wheat. It's like nutrients and food. So you're very abundant at this time. Like you're looking good, right? That too. It's like you're looking, you've glowed up. Basically, this is definitely glow up vibes. So you're like looking good. But, you may have had, been turning down suitors still. Or turned down a suitor, a fiery suitor. But you have the Two of Cups card. So I do see that you have a partnership ahead of you. Like, maybe it's like, it's upside down, like, don't take the first, I don't know. There was somebody who was fiery, and that, like, the energy wasn't matching. But this Two of Cups is coming in, so let's see. Tell me, who is this Two of Cups? Now, Two of Cups don't always mean love. They can be partnership, but we're specifically asking about love, so it definitely is about love. Who is this partner? Oh, somebody that maybe you knew them when you were younger, or they remind you of like people you grew up with or somebody you know, or like, because this card is about nostalgia and good memories. So like making memories with this person. This is somebody memorable, making memories. Oh my goodness. And you got like a marriage card here. You don't have to take it literally, but you can. Maybe some of you are getting married. It's Valentine's Day, and a lot of people probably will get rings and stuff. But this just talks about celebrating a milestone. And these two people are celebrating together. They're celebrating love. There's also like a party going on back here. You can see it. There's like, I think they're dancing. But these people are celebrating, and they have the Four of Wands set up, and it's making a symbol of an 1111. So it's a very lucky transformative time. Oh, another card popped out. And yeah, so it's getting you over old heartbreaks. It also could be somebody that you were with in the past. Hold on. Some of you might have a reconciliation with that. Three of Swords is throwing me off, honestly, to have that there with the partner and the memories. I'm definitely seeing like a reunion for some of you. Let me see, what else about the Two of Cups here? What else about the Two of Cups? Ooh! Yeah, like you have learned how to take care of yourself, and you really don't need anybody. So you're not going to be with somebody that's going to break your heart. Like you're waiting for the right person to come along. There's a few different messages going on here. So for some of you, you're reconciling with somebody from the past. And for some of you, this is just talking about like your high standards, because you don't need anybody. Your garden is full and abundant. You're becoming full and abundant here. You're working towards being this. You're celebrating yourself. But yeah, I see a partnership here. This is also, your worth, right? So like, so you're like, maybe you don't want to be like, whoever this is, maybe not give yourself to this person or partner with this person, because you don't want, like a Knight of Wands upside down is somebody that's like really fiery and not in the good ways, like they could have like a temper, be hot-headed, it's that type of energy when it's in reverse. But like, you've got all this going and good memories. So I'm just, hold out for the right person, or until your person acts the right way too. I'm getting that for some of you. These are collective readings, so there might, like, if they don't resonate for you, that's okay. And I know that there's more than one message in here, and so, like, there are definitely more than one story. But if you want to get a private reading, I'm also available for that. I do them via video call. They're not pre-recorded, and so send me an email if you're interested in that, and I'll send you more information. And let's see here. This has been a really pretty good reading. I would like to pull... I want to do an archetype card. Oops. It's right here. Okay. So this is the Unknown Oracle. And I just love the imagery in these cards. They're so inspiring. So let's see here. For Virgo. Let's see what wants to pop out. These are just so hard to shuffle, but they're fun too. Ooh, Eros, love! Eros is Cupid. For those of you who don't know, Eros is the god that we recognize as Cupid. I believe these look like lips with a diamond in it. So yeah, So I think that's what this is about. You know, Eros is shining down on you this month. That is so random. Um, yeah, so look out for that. I would be looking out to see, you know, yeah. So if you've got this person who's like been bumming you out, like, know your worth, you are this, and you are this, and, you're gonna meet somebody, or at least have, definitely like either meeting somebody or like deepening your commitment with somebody here. Um, let's see, bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the beginning of a new financially stable future, which is great because coming back to the beginning of this reading, you were having this like unstable financial cycle. So you're getting now this Page of Pentacles. It's saying here that you have a lot of choices, but it worries and anxiety. It gives you worries and anxiety, but that's okay because that's what's gonna like push you to like do the research and make sure you're making like a sound choice. And it's better to have more choices than less. So you're just being cautious, making this decision, and ultimately, it is leading you to like, a strong financial future with the home, the family. This is like security, pets here, abundance, like having everything you need, not struggling at the end of struggle. And then you do have here also like the equity card. So the Six of Pentacles talks about the scales of balance, the scales of justice coming into balance here. They always have to come into balance. So like if you felt like you've been struggling and having to like be like receiving help, right? It's saying the scales of justice are coming into balance, and it's like the end of struggle. You won't always be struggling. There's highs and lows in this lifetime, and sometimes we're on like a very high part of our abundance journey work cycle, and then we have a low side, and then we come back up. And it's saying like this is happening for you, like if you're gonna follow the right path, and you're not gonna have to struggle as much anymore. This is, yeah, it's gonna start to become more easy. Here, like these might be job opportunities as well. If you're looking for a job, this is really favorable. Really, really favorable. If you're not looking for a job, you might want to consider looking for one so that you can end feeling like this at the job that you're at. Like that's maybe why, you weren't like growing there. You're not growing there, or, because it's just not in alignment. So like whatever this tower is, maybe just let it happen, Anyway, Virgo, that's all I have for you this month. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe for more videos from my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye.